Well, here we are again. So I'm going to show how to apply Salsa, which is a lip sync and animation asset that you can buy from the Unity Asset Store. Not horribly expensive, and it's quite often on sale for half price, so it's well worth looking for. But I'm just going to show you how easy it is to use. So I've imported it using the package manager because I purchased it. So you just go to package manager, your assets, and then you search it, and then you bring it in. So that's the main Salsa program. However, for like Daz, Ready Player Me, and CC3 characters, you need the appropriate one clicks that will set up the character for you. So it's a great time saver. So I use the Daz one click here, but you need the one click base. So you go to the one clicks and you download that, and then you install it. They're fairly quick and easy. And then I need the one-click DAS. I've used the RPM one quite a bit and it works great, except it has it needs another little tool to change the values of the visemes and stuff like that from being 100 times too big. But that's another thing. And the other thing I use all the time, of course, if you want to script and bring your stuff to life, you need this timeline salsa core. So I bring that in. Don't overthink things. Just just import them. Then they are there. Alright, so if we go back to our hierarchy here, our Misty is our girl here who we want to apply the salsa to. So we go select her, make sure her prefab is unpacked completely. This one is already, so you don't see it on the list, but make sure it's unpacked completely. Then go up here to Game Object, find Crazy Minnow Studio, one clicks, DAS. And now it'll handle Gen 8.1 or Gen 9 as well. I am just using Gen 8 here because I haven't really got into the other ones, but Gen 9 looks pretty good. So select Gen 8, and as you can see here, all of the stuff was filled in for Misty. And it would run right now, so I can run it. The one thing you'll notice is that her audio source shows promo male. So if I run it, you'll just see the built-in. I don't know if I have the sound.
Salsa.
Here.
Simple automated lip sync approximation. The unique technology behind Salsa provides high quality.
Okay, so you don't want that. It's good for testing, but making sure it works. So you just want to get rid of that. Just delete it. But you need to keep the audio source, of course. And the animation she's got on her is just right now it's just in the animator for her, and it's just going to run no matter what you do, and that's probably not something you actually want to happen. So then we get into this timeline thing. So here we have our timeline, and we have nothing created. We have no timeline created. So we go over to here, we create an empty, and we'll call it main, I don't know. So now it's called main timeline. Then you'll see you have to hit create, which is groovy. Just do it to save. You'll find the timeline file ends up in weird places, but you rarely have to know where to find it. So now that that's there, I mean, you can start working on a timeline. Timelines is immensely powerful. Obviously, it's kind of the equivalent to a timeline in a video production program, something like that. But it is more powerful than that because you can control everything, from materials to lighting to animation on the lighting to bringing up the light slowly, bringing them down. It's phenomenal. Anyway, so then we got our waitress. We want her to not, not just speak the demo. So we'll bring her down here and we'll put her in to the timeline. And what we want to do is have a salsa control track, which is the voice. Now, if we had some audio, it would be probably really nice. I do have a folder for voices. It's empty, as you can see, so just let's go real quick to 11 Labs. And so that'll be good enough. Then we'll pick Karma. I think that's a girl. And the voice settings. I mean, the usual 11 Lab stuff. I'm not going to belabor that here. I hit generate.
Hello everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for looking in on this tutorial for Salsa in Unity.
Okay, so that's groovy, so we'll download it. And grab it from up here, just drag it in here. And then you're done with 11 Labs. And they just can say, Misty, welcome. Now the only thing here is that you can't have these both open, so I usually can, for small timelines, and they can get big real quick, I usually have this on a separate screen so you can add multiple lines to it, but in this case, just for the demo, we'll keep it there so we can have both these open at once. You just drag your audio here. So after 1.5 seconds, she's going to speak this audio. So let's run it, and you'll see. Let's make this maximized just for fun. Yeah.
Hello everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for looking in on this tutorial for Salsa in Unity.
Okay, so you'll notice that, that convo animation, worked out phenomenally. However, you don't really want the canned one in use, so what you do is just drag down the Misty again, stick her in here, and put in an animation track for her, and then go back to the animations. I think it was this one, and I think it was Big Idea. So stick Big Idea in here. I'm not going to futz around with the animations at all. That's another tutorial. As you can see, this one goes on for quite a while. It's always nice to find out an animation continues for a long time without repeating, because repeats are a pain in the neck. And we can just do a transition here right at the end for fun. We'll change it to, I don't know if I have anything here worth doing. Gesturing up, I suppose. Then the other thing, remember when you put animations together, you can have them overlap, which means a smoother transition between the two. And also remember that if you have to right click on the subsequent one or all of them that come after and match offsets to previous clip, you'll also notice that Misty's disappeared. Well, that's too bad. So the easy fix for that is just the 3 dots, track offsets, and apply scene offsets. Because otherwise it makes her origin at 000, which is, somewhere probably where, no, it's not where we brought her in because we dragged her in. If we just dropped her in here, she would have gone to 000, but to drag her in and put her somewhere gives her some absolute coordinates. So now that we've changed that, she came back, which is groovy. And here's the voice, and we'll just press play again. And it'll be the same effect. I don't know why it's doing this a lot.
Hello everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for looking in on this tutorial for Salsa in Unity.
Yeah, there. See, she's transitioned to the gesture to the right or up. And you play with all this, tweak it, to your heart's content. She needs tweaking. Her materials are not quite right. Her mouth is way too bright. Her teeth are too bright. They have to be dimmed down. Even this outfit, it's got no texture, you'll notice. And neither does she. I mean, she has a texture have some skin characteristics on it, which is nice. That's great. But she has no normals. And normals are what give it a lot more, I'm going to use a big word, verisimilitude. And so you'll have little bumps on your face or wrinkles. I mean, if you get into the older men stuff, you absolutely need the normals, so you get the wrinkles and stuff. Not so bad here, but anyway. So that's all stuff you have to do separately because they don't seem to export from DAS properly. If anybody knows how to do that from DAS, please tell me because it's a pain in the butt. So anyway, so there's a lot of little tweaks that can be done to make her look better, including applying texture. Again, the normals for the outfits would give this some little bit of bump texture, so it looks more like fabric, and that kind of thing. And her skin would look a little more, like pores or goosebumps or that kind of just skin textures that would look better. So I'm gonna stop it for now. That's timelines, but I mean this is a very deep subject. Timelines. You can do so much. I mean, if I want her to just disappear, like if she walks off set, if I make her walk off set, and then I don't want her to be just hanging around, so that if we change cameras and look over here, there she is. We don't want that. So if I have her walking away over here, about this point, I would want to make her disappear. So in that case, I would just put in another timeline thing, which is an activation track. So now she's active right at the start, but she's going to disappear right about 10 seconds because the active stops and she'll go. So we'll just quick have a look at that.
Hello everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for looking in on this tutorial for Salsa in Unity.
Boop. Yeah. So, wow. I mean, timelines are just amazing. I love them. And that's about it for this. See ya.